Welcome back, friends and fellow car mechanics, to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, in episode 18 of our Let's Play. Today, our focus is this Porsche Carrera GT. And to be frank, I'm not exactly happy we have this car in the garage. If any of you are familiar with the Fast and the Furious franchise and the situation surrounding one of its stars' deaths, you will know it happened in a car like this. Now, the star wasn't driving this car, he was just a passenger, but yet he and the driver were professional drivers. And it was due to a mechanical malfunction in the car that caused the crash that killed both of them. So, rest in peace, Brian O'Connor. And let's get our inspection done. Then we'll figure out what this car needs outside of body panels. Okay, so it's probably going to need a cam gear. For those of you who haven't played this game or may not have the Porsche DLC to it, the motor that is in this car is a V10 motor, and you actually fill the engine with oil right here on the transmission. It's kind of a weird place to put the oil fill, in my opinion. Okay, so that's all we can do with that inspection. And it's going to need a transmission. Let's do our fuel pressure test. See the fuel pump is good from here. And let's do our compression test. Well, looks like we might need to change a piston. Or two. Nope, just transmission and brakes. That saves us a little bit of time. Oh, before this goes up too far, might want to pull the starter. If I can figure out how to get to it. Okay. Now I may have been able to pull the starter from the bottom. We'll figure that out. So we're going to need rotors and pads on this side. So we'll come in here, brake disc and pads. And it's going to need a caliper. So we'll go ahead and pull this caliper. And purchase a new one. And now, put the V10 gearbox on there. Okay, so it doesn't need a clutch or a flywheel. And a $1,500 transmission. Back over to the other side. Oh, let's see if we can get the starter in from the bottom. We can indeed. Okay, so now we still have 3 parts as far as brakes go. Another owner who's been riding the brakes. Brake disc ventilated and brake pads. I would guess it would be another set of pads. Okay. That'll be that Carrera GT done. And get it moved outside. And its owner can come pick it up. Now we have a Roadrunner. Brakes and body. I like taking the ones that have body work that need to be done, simply because they pay better, especially early game. No, I haven't been back to the junkyard to see if I could find anything for that BMW. This episode is being filmed directly after the previous. So now, let's get into our examination. So we got a clutch bearing that needs to be replaced. That's a fairly simple job. Clutch plate. We got an outer tie rod. Okay, so we got some front suspension work that needs to be done. Now, see, this is an issue you can sometimes run into with mod cars, where things don't always line up. Unfortunately, it is something that you will have to deal with if you decide to throw mod cars in your game. Personally, I think the mod cars help flesh out the game better than just having all the base game cars. So it's going to need a transmission as well. Okay. And finally, our compression test. Alright. Suspension, gearbox, body, and fluids. So let's go ahead and change out the fluids while we're right here. Okay. Start with the power steering. We'll move on to the coolant. Okay. While we're in the engine bay, we need to remove the starter. And we will conduct a visual inspection of the suspension pieces as we do this. Well, let's find out first. Looks to be all suspension pieces are found. This side is going to have to be torn down a little further, as it has a front steering knuckle that needs to be replaced. This is the part we're going to need. We're going to need an outer tie rod as well. And we need to pull this drive shaft, as well as this one. And then we need clutch release bearing, and the clutch plate is under this pressure plate. That flywheel is going to need to be changed as well. Okay, so with what we have right now, flywheel, gearbox, release bearing, clutch plate, front steering knuckle, outer tie rod, and our sway bar end link. And now, just to remind ourselves, wheel hub bearing, rear end link, and body panels. I think I saw the red glow from the bearing on this side when we did our inspection. This is the side we shot. Yes, there it is. That and that. That should leave us with just body panels, which you can clearly see we're going to have to replace both passenger side doors. So we'll go ahead and throw them on our list. Wants front right door window as well. So we'll throw that on our list. Front bumper, left door, left fender. So front bumper, left door and left fender. Rear left door window. That's going to be the rear left door window and left trunk tail light. Okay. Again, back to this. Gonna come here. Okay. So we should have everything to finish this car off. but we didn't take the front bumper off, so let's remove that now. Let's just take a look at our status. The car is done. And we shall send it off to its owner for 10 grand. Or not quite yet. We gotta put a starter back in the car. Might help if the owner can drive the car away. And we leveled up to level 16. Take a look at what we got. Another Nissan. Nah, we'll do that later on. Well, the Nissan's body panels will get us a decent amount of money. So we'll go ahead and take that. Okay, so its Liberty Walk body kit is pretty nice. And we did just level up again. So let's go ahead and work on getting some of our repair tree up, because soon we're going to need that. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and buy the garage expansion. And at this point, it is empty, but we do at least have the expansion. This will be our warehouse, but we need to purchase that as well. And I'm just going to get started ripping the panels off of this vehicle, as we're going to need to do it anyway. Might as well get it done and over with. So we actually still need to buy a standard plate for this car. And as you can see, body work is done. Yeah, typical stuff. But that will be our next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, leave a comment, share the videos, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, as it only takes a few seconds to hit that subscription button. It doesn't cost a thing and it helps my small channel out. Thank you, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching this.